There is no such thing as a straight shot in any sport. We'll prove it to you. Hey everyone, Shawn Clement here, Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center, headquarters for Wisdom in Golf. I'm your chairman, and we have our best assistant here, Scully, who's going to demonstrate first and foremost how your body is designed to create circles, not designed to perform straight lines. So if you look at, ball socket systems, first and foremost, you got your shoulder socket, the head of the humerus is right here, and then you got the head of the femur, which is basically your ball socket of your hip, okay? So if you make a fist palm up, an extended palm up, you'll notice that your forearm will tend to build tension as you extend the arm palm up. And when you go palm down, you'll feel that tension dissipate. When the rotation occurs as the arm is extended, it occurs here at the head of the humerus. Whereas when you bend the arm, you perform that rotation, it occurs right here in the radius and ulna. So the radius bone, the head of the radius right here, has a slight ball socket system as well. It's partial. So when your arm is folded, you're rotating from the lower arm, and when your arm's extended, you're rotating from the head of the upper arm. Same thing occurs when you're, from the hip down. If your leg's extended and you open and close your foot, the rotation occurs from the top right here in your ball socket system. And if you bend the leg and open and close your foot, the rotation occurs from the tibia, fibula. So what that means, if you look at ping pong instruction, well, all the best ping pong instructors will tell you you're making circles with your arm. So notice when I'm doing a topspin forehand, I am moving in a circular motion from down to up. Topspin backhand, same thing. Notice how the rotation from the head of the femur kicks the elbow down, and that will kick the hand up and over to give me that nice topspin. And you'll also notice that when you're performing the task of ping pong, it is significantly more powerful when you're performing a spinning action. Imagine trying to hit the ping pong ball straight. That requires a manipulation, and it's very ineffective. It's the same thing in tennis. When you're performing a serve, imagine doing this with a serve as opposed to a full rotational momentum of that pronation. So that inward rotation of the arm, it's just imagine you had a sword in your hands and you had a bamboo shoot growing horizontally above your head, and you're going to slice it through with that sword. You'll notice very much the same motion as a tennis serve. So in baseball, the only way that you get something relatively straight is if you wanted to bunt it. But when you're waiting for the pitch and you're delivering that motion, if your hands are to stay on the bat, notice there has to be a significant rotation of the extremities, okay? So when you're snapping a punch, there's a nice rotation, the rotation of your body. My brain goes to the ground, uses the ground to retract my body out of the way. So as the body turns out of the way, my arm plows through, and you get this beautiful snap in that motion. Same thing when you're waiting for the pitch. You'll notice when you're performing that baseball motion, and it never fails with every single one of my students. Put both hands on something, give it a nice baseball motion, and you get this gorgeous release of the anatomy. That's how we're built. So please don't go against how you're built. You're going to get a lot of trouble. So in golf, we're all bent out of shape, and we see lines. We say, okay, if we follow that line and we go straight with that line, we're going to hit a straight shot. Doesn't work that way, because it's angular momentum. The human body, because it's a rotation. Look at a soccer kick. Let me get my mock soccer ball here. So if I wanted to kick a soccer ball towards you, you'll never see a place kicker or a kicker in football come straight at the football. You'll notice they go back, they come on an angle. Now I've got that nice angular momentum moving in that direction. So when my lead leg plants, everything now rotates around that lead hip, and we've got a nice angular arc system that goes through that football or that soccer ball. And you'll barely see a soccer ball go straight. And footballs usually tend to have a little bit of a spin as well. If you catch it just right and you allow that foot to, to release through the football, you can make a football go straight, but it's coming from an angular momentum, okay? So let's look at how that happens with the golf swing now. So I got my golf club, I'll get my posture, and what I'll do, I'm going to start swinging my club in a nice perpetual motion. So you notice how it forms a beautiful arc. So if I wanted to, you'll see a video entitled, and I just put it in from my premium channel, you'll see a video entitled Working the Ball and how to shape your draws and your fades. So when you allow your anatomy to fully release, you're really gathering the maximum momentum in your swing, and you're allowing that club to peak in its speed versus you trying to manipulate the club in a specific direction. Now you're actually going against the momentum, and you're manipulating the club into different positions to try and, gain an advantage that is truly not there. So if I play the ball a smidgen back in my stance, I'm going to naturally catch the ball as my club is moving from the inside, and I'll have a gorgeous little counterclockwise rotation. It's going to make the ball draw. If I play the ball slightly forward in my stance, now I'm going to catch the ball as the club is returning slightly to the inside of my arc. That's going to impart a little clockwise spin and make the ball go a little bit more spin to the right. Now, it'll happen, I'm planning a draw, and I'm aiming to the left side of the green, and I'm starting the ball to the center of the green, and I'm drawing it back to the left side of the green, and the ball happens to start straight and stays straight. You ever seen that before? Yeah, I'm trying to draw the ball, but the ball stays straight. So I'm trying to fade the ball, trying to start the ball in the center of the green and fade it toward the right. The ball starts in the center of the green, stays straight. My playing partner says, wow, nice straight shot, nice smart shot to the center of the green. I'm trying to fade it back toward that pin. So you will not always pull off the shot that you intend, and oftentimes the ball will end up looking like it's flying straight. And that happens to a lot of the players on tour. And so don't bank yourself on that. You'll never see a player trying to hit the ball straight. And Jack Nicklaus said it 40 years ago, stop trying to hit it straight. It doesn't exist. So I hope that this information has helped you understand how you don't want to, you don't want to play two-dimensionally in golf. You want to play with 3 dimensions. You want a beginning point, and you want an end point to your shots, because you've got crosswinds, you got different lies, you need to bend it around obstacles. Really embrace being able to work the ball and curve the ball from both sides. We teach this to our beginners. It's one of the big fundamentals of the game of golf, okay? So enjoy that. And you're going to see a lot of videos on how to work the ball. So you'll see fades and draws, Shawn Clement, part 1, 2, and 3. You'll see working the ball, Shawn Clement. Enjoy those. We'll see you in the next time.